My name is Damian, and I'm here to give you a tour of the coach financing platform and to show you some of the cool features that we've added and things you can expect if you decide to join our program. What you see here is the dashboard. This is sort of the main page that's connected to everything, where you can get a tally of your total transactions. We do have some additional payment apps that are connectable, so you'll be able to see which apps you have connected and the total volume through everything that you use. But we're at our core a financing system, so I'd like to show you how the financing hub works. So here in our financing hub, you can connect different financing options that we have available. Our core program comes built in. It's called Credit Select Plus. That's what you see here. This is our system with 35 lenders that can offer financing to your clients for amounts as low as $1,000 and as high as $100,000. Our average approval on the system is about $12,500, so it works well for high ticket. The terms start at 2 years and could potentially go out 8, possibly 12 years. So that makes the payments lower when they're stretched out over a longer term, more affordable for the customer, and ultimately easier for the lenders to approve. So some of the short-term options out there are very limiting, as I'm sure many folks have experienced. Something like FlexBuy solves a greater problem if you're in the high-ticket space. But here, Credit Select Plus, I'll show you how that works. You can log in right here from the system. Once you've logged in, you'll be able to access this with a single sign-on. You'll have the option here of sending your application to a consumer, and the page where the client would go to apply looks just like this. Here's an example. This page, of course, would be branded with your business name. It sort of gives the client an outline of what the steps would be to get approved and funded. And here you can see it kind of gives them the parameters of what they can expect as far as approval amounts and rates. So the rates start at around 5%. What's offered is based on the applicant's credit and their history, so it's going to be unique for each person. But on average, rates are probably between 10 to 20%, and folks with good or great credit often qualify for a single-digit rate. But all the applicant will need to do is click here, Apply Now. This is the form that they'll need to complete. Very basic information, name, social, birthday, address, state, education level. I mean, that's actually an optional question. But this form should take 30 seconds to a minute to fill out. Not very long. All I have to do here is click Agree and Continue. And on the following page, if they're pre-approved, they'll be able to see any offers that they qualify for. Now, you'll get a notification in real time when this happens, and you'll be able to see those offers on your end in your portal. So all you'd have to do here is go to View. And here's a layout of everyone who's applied through your system. You'll have a dashboard like this. You can see it's sorted by the person's name, the amount that they applied for. Over here to the right, you'll see what their maximum pre-approved offer was, and once someone is approved and funded, that amount will show up here on the right-hand side. But just to give you an example of what you can see on one of these files, I'll go to an application we have here. So our system's almost like a CRM. Each person has their own page where you can see the results of the loan applications, and you can also see the history of any communication we have with them. We do support these applications from start to finish. But all you'll have to do to view the offers that were presented to your client is pick your program, Credit Select Plus, and View Offers. So this is an example of exactly what the client would see. This particular person applied for $10,000. So you can see the offers here. Some actually exceed that amount. The lenders will give them variables often based on the amount that they're offering. They'll counter offer either higher or lower depending on if the person qualifies for more or if they don't quite qualify for the amount they're looking for. And they'll different term lengths, different interest rates, but that puts the client in the position to pick the offer that fits their situation best. You're going to have some folks that want the lowest rate, even if the payment's higher. Some folks need the lowest payment to fit it in their budget, so they're willing to stretch it out over a longer term at a higher rate. We'll let the clients make those decisions. All they'll need to do to accept one of these offers is click the one that they choose. They'll be redirected to that lender's website where they will confirm their information, and after accepting, they will be subject to a hard credit pull. And from that point, it takes 1 to 3 days for them to get fully approved and funded. When someone does accept an offer, you will get a notification the same way you did when they applied. You'll be able to see which offer they accepted, and that's also a signal to you that it's pending approval. 1 to 3 days later, once they are funded, you'll get another notification, and all these notifications result in an email. You don't have to log in to see the status, but you can just click on it. It'll take you here. You'll be able to see that they were funded and what amount they received. All you'll do at that point is collect directly from your prospect, who's now your client. You'll report to us once you've been paid, and we charge a 4.9% fee on each transaction based on the amount that you report. Now, this protects you in the case that the client gets funded for more than what they're applying for. So if you're charging them $5,000 for a coaching program and they get approved for $10,000, which could happen, the 4.9% is just based on the $5,000 that's paid to your business. On the off chance that someone backs out and does not complete the purchase, there's absolutely no fee. You'd communicate that to us the same way by leaving a note here. But we only see that happen 5% of the time. 95% of folks that actually get approved come back and pay the business. So we're very thankful for that. Now, beyond the financing system, we do have a payment hub that's connected. That's part of our Flex Turbo package, which is available for a $49 monthly subscription. We give everyone a 30-day free trial. So if you're happy to check it out, see what we have to offer. But there are several connections here in the payment hub that you can use. Here's a catalog of some of the different options that we have. Apple Pay, Google Pay. We have Authorize.net where you can process ACH transactions or even credit card. We have Venmo, PayPal, all these buy now, pay laters. So if you have existing accounts with any of these providers, you can link them so you can access them here in the portal with one sign-on and keep everything in a centralized location. If you don't, we can help you apply directly with these systems so that you can connect them. But this is sort of a self-service platform, so all you'll need to do is click on one of these options and follow the instructions. But we're always here to assist if you do have any questions. We think that this payment hub is a great way to bring all of your tools together in one place, just to create a centralized location where you can do pretty much anything you need to do involving payments. You can also create products. So for example, if there's something that you sell on a regular basis with a set price, you can create a link and a QR code for that piece that you can actually put on your website or send directly to customers. You can just create a link that you copy here, and it'll take them right to one of these checkout pages. You can also create quick payments, so you can do one on the fly. If you have a one-off payment that someone needs to send, a very similar process. You just type in the amount, a description of the service, and then there's a shareable link that you can give to your customer. You can also send invoices where you can attach your different payment methods. Click here to create the invoice. You type in the details of the transaction. You'll send it to your client. They can choose which way they'd like to pay, and all of these payments will be routed through this system and reportable here on your dashboard. We also have a virtual terminal, so if you're calling someone on the phone and you'd like to collect information for a credit card payment, you can do that here. We're agnostic to credit card processing, so if you have a processor that you use already, we can help you embed that into this system. If you'd like us to help you find one, that's something we can assist with. But here you can see a review of all the different transactions that have gone through, all the different configured providers that you have. On here on our demo account, we only have a few things actually set up. But when you sign up, we will send you a questionnaire to figure out which tools you already use, which ones you're interested in exploring, and we can help you get everything in one place. But we're very excited about this new system. I hope that you're willing to give us a shot, but if you have any questions, please reach out to us, and if you'd like to schedule a live demo, we can definitely arrange that, usually within 24 hours. But I appreciate your time, and thank you for checking out Coach Financing. I hope we're able to do business together soon. Thanks.